Okay, I'm watching this interview by what's her name? Hannah Berner. And she said, "What's your like?" Honestly, I think I just want to go through her event or through her account and answer the questions that she's asking people. Because the first time I saw her account, I really did not like her because she was like clowning these two like country guys for liking to fish, and I'm like, huh, huh. Little do you know, the farmers are about to be the. Well, first of all, they've been the minds of the past, current, and are the minds of the future. They're literally the minds of tomorrow. So I was like, yeah, you off put me a little bit. But she is like a funny girl. I'm just like, that was definitely just not a good moment. Like, I don't know that that was. Yeah, I think that she was nervous and turned it into irony instead of just into like inquisition. Because I could tell that she, yeah, was kind of like a little bit enamored, which is fair. Like, who doesn't see a farmer and you're like, oh wow, like, oh, like, mother may I? But yeah, definitely could have been a better interaction. But I'm also like, I just don't know the entirety of that interaction to be able to be like, you suck. But another one of her videos came up on my page, and so she's asking me like, what's a non-sexual turn on? And I don't like the term turn on because to me it's connotated sexually, and I don't like. Yeah, I'm just very uncomfortable talking about non-sexual things unless it's like actual conversation. Like if I was having a conversation with someone, I would be like an open book. But like this is literally just like flagrantly out in the open, like for just like the World Wide Web. But but long story short, I think my I'm just gonna say non-sexual favorite or just like I don't know something nice or something fun. Oh, this feels so nice every time I do that. That's my non-sexual turn on. I think it would be silence, and I don't mean like men should shut the fuck up because I love a man that talks my ear off. But not like yeah, I do love a man that talks my ear off. I love anyone that talks my ear off. I love having my ear talked off because I feel like always I do so much of the talking. So I like whenever someone else will talk my ear off. But I mean, silence in the sense that like I would love if someone just came over just to be in my presence and didn't. Yeah, like I would love if people. This is like more a friend. Well, a friend and a romantic. Whatever the fuck. But if people don't have conversational capacity, knowing that we can still be in each other's presence and just not talk is incredible to me. Another is like not texting and not calling for like the basis of communication, but actually like talking like face to face interactions for the basis of it. Um, like once again, if you literally just like called and were like, "Oh, I'm 5 minutes away," oh, I would love that. I would literally love that if someone literally just like took the bus to the train and like posted up at the post up, I would be like, oh, that's incredible. Or if you just chill on my porch, like, I would love that. Oh, wait, that sounds kind of stalkery. To specify, I mean, like, if you know me. Like, if someone just didn't know me and, like, came to my house and they're like, I'm outside, I'd be kind of scared. But if it was like a farmer or like someone like cute and sexy, I'd be like, wow, hi. You know, I'd be like, hey. Let me answer some more. My favorite part about aging is the fact that I can look back and be like, wow, things weren't that deep. And I also like the fact that I can learn how to be the person that I wanted to be for my younger selves. Even though that person isn't always the same as I thought that they would be in my younger age. Like whenever I was like 16, I thought that the person that I needed whenever I was 16, that I needed myself to be, was way different than I am now. But I love being able to grow up and show up for myself and heal myself. I love healing myself because it's not even like just traumatic things happening are a source for healing yourself, but literally just like living in a world with systems that aren't, um, they promote individualism at the sake of the individual, and learning how to take care of myself as an individual and learning how to take care of like other entities outside of myself is very, very exciting. I've always wanted someone to be able to like interview me. I just like so badly. This is why I'm like, oh, it would be great to have like a best friend or like a friend, because then I'm like, well, I do have friends, but like friends that are like willing to hang out. Well, some of my friends are willing to hang out, just people are busy. But I'm like, oh wow, like, damn, this kind of sucks. Because I live like way off campus. I live like 30 minutes off campus, and I'm okay with that. It's actually not even 30 minutes off campus. It's real life like 20, and that's on the bus. I just don't think people really want to pull up, which is like fine, but I'm like, not even don't want to in the sense that they like don't want to spend time, but more in the sense that like they don't feel inclined to leave campus, which kind of sucks. But also, I never felt inclined to leave campus until I lived off campus. But also, my life has gotten so much better because I leave campus frequently. So I'm like, I don't know. Well, I do know. I feel like it's just all too convenient to kind of stay in the same place, and the school doesn't like promote people really exploring and leaving and knowing past the boundaries of it. So I know that that's kind of the attitude that people are predisposed to, but I'm like, if you don't overcome that, your college experience. So many people are like, oh, college sucks. There's no such thing as community here. Like everyone's just like, it really. Oh, jeez. What the hell is going on here? But it's just like, yeah, life is good. Life is really good. I just wish that I had more, yeah, creatively inclined people, because here's what I want to do with a creatively inclined person in my life. I would love to um, interview someone and have someone interview me. I would love someone to make like a movie with. Um, I would love someone to make music with and to sing with. I would love someone to do skits with. I want to start a dance team and do like just random flash mobs around the city. I think that would be so much fun. Um, I would love someone to start doing community breakfasts with. I would love someone to just craft with. Yeah. Yeah, I just wish that I had like more. Actually, I do have creatively inclined friends. All of my friends are very creatively inclined, but it's just like people aren't. Yeah. I'm just like, there is definitely a line at which I'm willing to always afford someone convenience at the sake of my convenience. Like, I don't think that it's like fair for me to always kind of just like, yeah, just always be at people's beck and call while no one is like ever willing to pull up, which I'm not like, oh, that sucks, but I'm going to keep doing it. I'm like, oh, that sucks, and I'm just going to stop. Like, I'm just not going to keep going to school. And my thing is, it's not even like a malicious thing, so I don't even hold it against people, because if I kind of set the expectation that, like, oh, I'm always going to pull up if we want to hang out, then that's kind of the page that people are going to be on. But I'm like, I'm just going to get rid of that expectation, because it's not something that I can maintain anymore, that I feel compelled to maintain, especially because there's literally no reason for me to still be at school if I am not in classes until September. Um, so it's like, yeah, like I really have no inclination to be there unless people like make plans. So I'm like, yeah. Um, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I would just love a creatively like inclined friend, or even just a friend where we don't have to talk to be in each other's presence. I have a lot of them, but then we always end up talking, which is fine. I just want to get better at reinforcing my boundaries with that. Um, but I think really what I kind of want like a romantic interest, but not like a sexual interest. Like I'm like, oh, the most that we should do is like kiss on the couch, because I do want to kiss on the couch. Don't get me wrong, but like I just don't. I feel like sex, like or sexual anything, because I really don't like have sex with people. It's not really my inclination at all. But um, I feel like anything sexual kind of complicates things a lot. So I'm just like not very inclined to move in that direction. But I am inclined to kiss on the couch, and I think that would be so cute. So I'm like, yeah, I just want a friend where we have like a little bit of romantic tension, but not to the point that we can't be ourselves around each other or like balk at the idea of being ourselves around each other. Um, and I want to learn how to farm with each other. And yeah, I just need to find a friend that doesn't have a job and only does gig work. Why is my hair so patchy on this side? I think that I got like traction alopecia from all the times I had braids in. But also, I'm like, because the front of my hair has always been a little bit harder to grow than the back. I'm like, you know what? That's kind of just whichever way the wind blows. Like, that's fine. That's chill. Like, if that's that, then that is definitely that. I'm also just like, hey, what the fuck? But yeah, I would absolutely love a friend that like has musical and creative passions. Um, that would want to work on some like projects with me because I have so many things that I want to work on. But I feel like, yeah, or I kind of want to start a band so that there's like a consistent like. And a couple people have already asked me to start a band, but it's also like we don't actually do anything. That's why I don't like whenever people say things that they're like, "Oh, we should bring this into fruition," and they're like either being hyperbolic or like exaggerating because I'm like, I don't like hyperbolic speaking only makes sense to me if it's like exaggerated enough that I know that you're kidding because I think you're serious. And here's the thing, it actually was, I'm pretty sure it was like a serious thing because it was said multiple times throughout the night whenever we were working on something. And no reservations against this person. I absolutely adore this person and they were one of my dear friends. Um, but it's also just like in the general realm of addressing hyperbolic speaking, I'm like, I wish that people just wouldn't say, or at least the only things that are hyperbolic are not things that I'm like actually excitable about because then I'll be like, oh yeah, when are we gonna do this? And then people are like, so yeah. Um, I really just don't know how to take care of my hair right now. And that's kind of okay because I really can't speak. I'm not in any rush to have it grow. I absolutely love it being short. I never thought that I would be the type of person to just have like to cut all my hair off. Like I've always admired like people who do it, but I was like, oh, I don't know that that's ever going to be for me. Like I feel like it's a very vulnerable thing to do to kind of sever ties to the one thing that like really socially constitutes femininity. Like having hair constitutes femininity to a large degree. And which is why so many people have like really like it would be a huge thing for so many people, including myself before I did it to like cut hair off. But now I've done it, I'm like I feel very, very in control of my femininity because I'm realizing it's not something that is actually defined by hair. It's something that's socialized, like I said, to be defined by hair. But my actual expression of it just entirely depends. It's entirely up to me. Um, just very exciting. I kind of want to wear a dress tomorrow. I haven't worn a dress in years. But it also is like a laundry day escapade. Because don't get me fucked up. If I had a choice, I probably um, wouldn't. But I think it could be very beautiful. Yeah. I've just been very lonely as of late. I like spending time alone whenever it's a choice, and I like it whenever it's not a choice as well. But whenever I am really yearning for like external connection, it does really make me a little bit. Well, it makes me more than a little bit sad to, um, yeah, to not, yeah, because I feel like, because for me and for many people, community is like a very, very, very natural and intense human need. And for me, knowing that I have external presences kind of acknowledging my humanity, or even just like interacting with my humanity, is kind of my drive to get out of bed. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go interact with people, or I'm going to go do things and, yeah, have my humanity received by other people. Like, that is a drive for me to go somewhere and go get something done. Like, I love um, being seen and seeing. I think that it's really important. And whenever I don't have that, it makes it kind of hard, because then I'm like, well, if it is literally just me within these four walls and all of my actions are completely isolated, then what's to say that I can't just sit here the whole day and do absolutely fucking nothing? Um, and doing absolutely fucking nothing, don't get me wrong, is not a bad thing if that's what I needed or wanted. But that is not what I need right now, and that's not what I want right now. So it kind of did make me really upset today to kind of just sit around, because um, I didn't want that today. I wanted to go talk to people, but I didn't really have anyone to talk to. So I think what I'm going to try to do, um, I'm going to try to make some friends, because I've already declared this to be the best summer ever, because it has to be. And every subsequent summer will be the best summer ever, because I'm aiming for them to just get better as life goes on. But I haven't had like a truly great summer in like years. Like last year's summer was not good. The summer before last was actually pretty good. I was just working the whole time. The summer before that, that was, and then the summer before that, that one was okay, but I was working the whole time. Summer before that, what was I up to? What was I up to? Oh, that one was really good, actually. But all those, that summer and the 3 summers before that, I was just at nerd camp. So I haven't been either doing school or working for the past, like, since what, 6th grade. So 8 years. Oh my God. So this is the first summer that I really, like, I am going to be working all summer this summer as well, but it's going to be like actually productive towards. It's going to be like good for professional development, and yeah, like something that I am interested in, and like proximity to what I want to do in the future. Um, I have a lot of hair in the back. It's growing really quickly in the back, or I just didn't cut it down enough. But I feel like I cut more in the back than I did in. I don't really know. I just get. It's so funny. Tagita and I, that's my one friend that I was talking. I don't even know that I posted the video yesterday that I was talking about her, but I just was so proud of her yesterday. But yesterday we were talking about my hard wig. I love that thing. I need to bring that out of storage. I need to bring that out of storage. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day. Tomorrow's gonna be a great day. I'm going to make sure of it. I should cut it a little bit on the back. Take some off the back. Okay. Oh, it looks like a mohawk. I think it suits me so much. I really, really enjoy it. I think it really, really makes me happy to have no hair. Especially because in the summer, well, now, well, it's truly May 11th, 13th, 12th. Um, what? Damn. She's very responsible with her money. But I also think it's so dystopian.
So can you smell 100% and the fake rich? Yes. What's the difference between people who are actually rich and those who are acting like they're rich?
People who are actually rich, like you rich. Sorry guys, show swear.
Yeah.
They're not concerned about impressing you.
Interesting.
They are, I talk about this in my book, they are apex predators. They do not worry about what you think about them.
Wow.
It is the guy that you see walking into a 3 Michelin star restaurant in a quiet, normal looking outfit, sweater vest situation, eats his meal, leaves a 50% tip because they can.
I don't know about that.
That was crazy. Let's see what this one will turn out like. He got no teeth. Would you date him?
No, he's fast.
Y'all want to see real talent?
My skin looks horrible.
Who's with? Oh, y'all together.
Bro. These videos where it's like 20 women versus one rapper. This is crazy. And then I saw this one video on, I think it was either Facebook or YouTube. It was like 100 women decide who has the best body. Oh my god! Why are we? Like, that's not even. He's in a whole relationship, bro. What? Oh my god. This stuff should literally be illegal. First of all, Banji Herbo. Ugh. This stuff has me stressed out. This is another reason why I'm glad that I'm bald right now, because if I still had my old hair, I would have done twisted out half of my hairline. But now the new conversion is giving myself a very violent scalp massage, which actually makes my hair grow. I just have to make sure to keep it moisturized, because I don't like that it makes me get real rough with myself whenever, or it makes my hair come out whenever I get rough with my scalp. Because getting rough with my scalp is fine if it's moisturized, because then I don't, like, yeah, it doesn't hurt and it doesn't, like, rip out.
Alright, so look, her, you just went, you 23 girls, you just swiped through them, you know what I'm saying? How did you feel? Okay, so look, round two, basically they gonna, one thing you say yes to, or basically yes or no you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna ask you a few questions, and then they go yes or no, depending on if they like you cool.
I'm a female. No. Love food. I feel like my first day, I feel like eating, like, dinner, like, is great. I don't know that I would want to go out somewhere to eat, because, first of all, okay, here's my outlook. I would want to, like, we both cook in the kitchen. Because, first, I think it would be very indicative of what you think is supposed to kind of, or like how attached to like gender conventions you are if we're cooking. And if you just sit back and don't do anything, that's kind of crazy. Um, if you're, yeah, like expecting it to all be done. I think it is honestly all about communication, because I'm not just gonna see something and be like, oh, you hate women, or like, oh, you are gonna be my boyfriend. So yeah, it would have to be like, I don't know, because I'm the type of person, if something's off to me, I'm not just gonna sit there and be like I'm going to say something, because if it comes off as off, I'm not gonna let it be like a one that got away type situation because something was misread. Also, because just like stuff happens every day. Maybe you just had a long day and you don't want to cook. And if that's something that's communicated, I'm like, oh, that's a green flag. That's so chill. So I would love to just do things where like we are creating. I feel like for every date that I have, I mean, I've never actually like, oh God, it's okay. And this is why being in my men era is so complicated. I feel like introducing like like power dynamics, like skewed social power dynamics, and I mean power dynamics in the sense of like external to whatever bond is being created, like social placement dynamics, power dynamics. That didn't make much sense. It did to me, um, but I feel like with social placement power dynamics being like unequal with men and women. What the hell was I saying? I lost it. Oh yeah, it's easier to date like a non-man for me than it is to date a man, because I feel like that doesn't seem as daunting to me, cuz yeah. But being kind of in my men era right now is freaky, because I'm like, I don't even know how I would do. And also I'm like, if it's dinner and a movie, that means I have to like dress up. I feel like my ideal circumstance, because I'm really not willing to put on a show for anyone. I'm like, I like to choose with my full own volition how I look certain ways. Sometimes I look very conventionally like done up. Sometimes I am not done up. Either way, I still look very, very cute, but I'm like, I don't ever want to be just like done up, done up, done up, done up, done up, and then whenever I'm not done up, it's like some sort of shocker or like a settle type situation. I have like a, yeah, like I want it to be like setting the precedent for the fact that I'm human and that I'm variable, and that the way that I look is going to vary on a day to day, and that's not something that should be like, yeah, like so scary. So I still feel like I have a party in the back because the hair is so long back here. But I'm like, did that all grow, or is it just, did I just not cut it enough at the beginning? I have no inclination really to look, because I'm like, I don't know. And I'm not willing to do anything to fix it. And I'm like, do I really want to fix it? Maybe the party in the back is necessary. I don't know. I really do not know. And that is okay. But it sucks because I'm like, all these girls are so beautiful and done up just for this whole thing to. Oh God, I hate these. Oh my God. Bro, I'm done. I'm
How did
done.
that start, and how did you get popular with social media?
I guess it just started on Instagram. I'm from Kentucky. I moved to Atlanta like my junior year of high school, and then like my first music video was the Migos video, and then I just kind of like started growing my Instagram following. I dated this guy who was an artist, and he gave me one of his songs to get on, and I got on his song.
Like, I dated this artist.
Yeah.
Formerly known as the artist. No, go ahead.
So here's my question, like not to cut you off, whatever. We're gonna get into the music. We're gonna get into like all of the shit that, like all of the amazing shit that you have going on. But my question, woman, like to woman, like real nigga shit is like, bro, what the you be doing to these niggas, bro? Because it's like all of a sudden they'll like go on a rant about everything, and then the next week they'll be like begging you to come back and you like crying in the car or
I'm
something.
glad. I'm glad you see that.
Like what is it that makes that chemistry like so explosive and so volatile that like everybody is just like, oh my god, and then the next week you're like, I'm sorry. Like,
I don't know. I think for one, I of course everybody says this about themselves, but I think I know I'm like a good girl to these guys that I deal with. Like,
yeah,
so I'm nothing but good to them. But yeah, of course I get crazy like if a nigga cheats or like does whatever, you know. So I talk
that you
crazy.
don't agree with.
Of course, so I'll leave. I'm comfortable with leaving and be right back, I guess. And then, you know,
She's
sometimes
very
that back
pretty.
and forth thing.
Okay, I had to get that out because I was like, I was wondering
I mean,
too
she's
that you don't agree with.
Of course, so I'll leave. I'm comfortable with leaving and be right back, I guess. And then, you know, it's
Okay,
just that back and forth thing.
okay, I had to get that out because I was like, I was wondering about that. So now we're good. What we doing for you?
So it started with you online, social media, videos, or what have you. Where did music come in? Like, what point did you start doing music?
Like I started off DJing
Okay.
Really?
early. Yeah, I tried.
Okay.
I
Was
DJed
that
at
your,
like
so you were
ABC.
DJ, that was your DJ name
I
too?
was DJ Rubiana.
Rubiana,
Yeah.
okay. Alright.
Um, I tried that for a little bit, did not work out, and my nigga was embarrassed of me doing it. So I left it alone. And then I just started doing music, and it started off kind of like people, of course, clown me and joke because it was pretty bad.
What was
Like
that?
my music, my
Oh, the
first like
music,
few
okay.
songs. But granted, my third song got me signed and like really blew me up. So like I'm very new, pretty new. Now not so new, but then I was pretty new. And
What you do? What you change up to make the third song?
I re-recorded it probably like 30 times
Oh,
and like really tried because I put a snippet of it on Instagram and it went crazy. So I kept going and re-recorded it and it got me low key to where I'm at. It's still my biggest song.
and you also, so sometime you went to school here in Atlanta too, right?
Yeah, I went to Georgia State.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And that's like really where I first started recording like at Piedmont South or Piedmont North in the dorms.
Right.
My homie had a little studio in his closet and that's where I started playing around.
Do you still talk to him? Okay. Well, thanks, homie, for
Yeah, I appreciate you, homie, though. It was my friend's friend.
right.
Another thing you talked about on your social media, I think you made it clear one day that you never had any like surgery or work, and then you were also kind of like just talking about, not in a bad way, but women with BBLs maybe getting too young before their body can develop, something
Yeah,
like that.
definitely. It's definitely become a trend, like especially on TikTok and stuff. Like girls, there's nothing wrong with surgery at all. Like do whatever you want to do with your body, but especially for young girls, I feel like it's become like a trend.
You know what I've realized? I feel like because so much of the time things that are negative, the narrative around them is like shame. Like people will shame people out of getting surgeries and shame people out of eating like highly processed foods by like yeah, like the narrative is always shame. So it makes it so that whenever we're talking about these things, it's socialized that whenever we're talking about the negatives of something, that the intention of it is to shame someone. So then we feel compelled to be like, well, there's nothing wrong with processed food, there's nothing wrong with plastic surgery. There is so much wrong with both of those, but that does not warrant the individual to be shamed for them. Because I understand what she's saying, and I understand how, like, if she had said that surgery is bad, that would have been socialized very poorly because people are like, well, I shouldn't be shamed out of, but then that's not something being said with shame, that's something being said with, yeah. But I feel like a lot of the time, especially with interviews and stuff like that, people will kind of like clip things so that it's just the most inflammatory part of what they're saying, or the part that's going to be received with the most inflammatory response. So people feel the need to hold this place of neutrality when in reality, there's actually a lot wrong with both of those things. Like, but the people that are doing them are not to be shamed, because also these things are part of a bigger system that is made for the intended result of people getting them and of people, um yeah. So it's like there is a lot wrong with surgery. There's so much wrong with surgery. The complications, the construction of beauty standards, the inability of yeah, people to fully embrace their humanity and embrace their bodies doing normal human body things. Um, but then it's also like on the other side of that, that's such a hard dialogue to have, because whenever people talk about the outs of surgery, so much of the time the largest voices that are amplified on surgery are voices being like, oh, women who get surgeries are sluts, women who get surgeries are low value women. People that, no, 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 no.